4 Colombian children who were lost in the Amazon jungle after a plane crash have been reunited with their family. Colombian officials say the siblings are weak but recovering in hospital after their 40-day ordeal. President Gustavo Petro said it was a story of survival that will go down in history.
Safe and recovering after weeks alone in the jungle. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro visited the 4 siblings in a hospital in Bogotá. The children come from the indigenous Huitoto group. Officials have credited their upbringing for their survival, as well as the bravery of the eldest, Leslie.
We have to recognize her courage and her leadership. We could say that it was because of her that the 3 little siblings were able to survive by her side, with her care, and also with her knowledge of the jungle.
The children aged from 1 to 13 survived in the rainforest for 40 days after the small plane they were travelling in crashed on the 1st of May. The 3 adults on board died in the crash, including the children's mother. Colombia's government launched a massive search operation made up of soldiers and volunteers from indigenous tribes. Throughout the search, rescuers dropped food parcels into the jungle. But the children also managed to find edible fruit and seeds to sustain them. Their story of survival has gripped Colombia.
May we continue to believe in hope and in our army, in our police, and also in society, how we all collaborate for good news.
But the rescue effort is not quite over. A military dog named Wilson went missing during the search. The army says he was key to tracking down the children. They say they're still looking for Wilson and that no one will be left behind.
And DW correspondent Nicole Reese is in Bogotá, and she joins us now for more. Good to see you, Nicole. My goodness, this is certainly a remarkable story. What is the latest you can tell us about how the kids are doing and how they got through this ordeal?
It indeed is a remarkable story, a story of resilience and survival. And actually, we don't get to report these type of positive stories very often from Colombia, but today is one of these days. We just heard a medic from the hospital where the children are currently being examined and also treated, and he says that the children are in an acceptable condition. They're obviously dehydrated and malnourished, so they're receiving treatments accordingly. He's estimating that it will be 2 to 3 weeks of treatment. He also mentioned the baby that is among the children. It just is only 1 year old. It needs some more thorough treatment apparently, but is also in an acceptable condition. The president, Gustavo Petro, has visited them in hospital. We're receiving the first photos at our end here that show that he has spent some time with them to see how they are. And of course, there was a family reunion. The grandfather spoke out. He said that it's obviously a tremendous joy for them, that seeing them again gives both sides energy, that they're responsive, and that they survived on seeds and also food from some of the care packages which were put in strategic points of the search area by the search teams. And that's obviously helped a bit. They found some of them. They could eat from them. These children apparently also had a little advantage because they know the rainforest. They grew up close to it, and they probably knew sometimes what to eat and what not to eat. But nevertheless, this is a tremendous achievement. 40 days in the rainforest, tremendous hazards, biohazards such as diseases, also dangerous animals and armed groups that are in the area. A reason, by the way, why the family actually intended to leave the area, leave for Bogotá, move and start a new life. Now they're in Bogotá under different circumstances. The children also survived a plane crash, let's not forget that. And they need to get on the route of recovery. We're hoping the very best for them. And here in Colombia, this is being celebrated as an outstanding miracle. People are shedding tears of joy. Nobody expected this after 40 days, such a long time, really. And it's a miracle that certainly is making history right now here in the country as well.
That was DW's Nicole Reese reporting from Bogota. Nicole, thanks for bringing us up to date on this incredible story.